Am I the bad guy for telling my sister there's a reason her kids chose to live with their dad? Throwaway. I have a 14-year-old daughter, Jess. Her father and my husband died in a car accident when she was young, so it's been just us two for a long time. As a result, we were very close, and she's a lot more open to me than most kids are with their parents. Around a week ago, she asked me if I could take her to the movies on a date with a guy in her class. I know the guy distantly because they've done some extracurriculars together, and I was thrilled he was my daughter's first boyfriend. I took them a few days ago, and they ended up hanging out at our house for a bit afterwards. He was extremely polite, and maybe it's just the mum inside me, but I couldn't be happier for her. I went to my older sister's house for coffee earlier this morning. Backstory: my sister has two teenagers, 16 and 17 years old, who live almost full-time with their dad. They had a very messy divorce around 3 years ago, and both kids chose to live with their dad. The reason for this was because my sister was extremely overbearing on them. She was the kind of mom who believed kids should have no privacy and she should run their lives until they were adults. I know she had many arguments with them because she would take away their doors, not let them hang out with friends, search through their phones every night, etc. This was the primary reason for her divorce, although she won't admit that. While I love her, as someone who grew up with little privacy, I fully understand why her kids don't want to live with her. My daughter came up in conversation and so brought up her first date. When I explained how it went, my sister laughed and told me that I must be joking. When she realized I was serious, she told me I was a terrible mother for letting my daughter walk all over me and not setting boundaries. She ranted on for a while, but she basically said that 14-year-olds are incapable of going out themselves and that I was being lazy and neglectful by allowing her to do that. She also said, I would never allow my kids to do that. So I replied by saying, that's exactly why your kids live with their dad. She got very quiet and told me to leave. When I got home, I started thinking more about what I said, and while at the time I thought I was simply telling her what she needed to hear, now I'm wondering if I crossed the line. Am I the bad guy? No, not at all. She was only upset by what you said because deep down she knows it's the truth and doesn't want to admit it to herself or anyone else. Your sister thinks holding boundaries is the same thing as making demands, and she'll eventually learn that her children aren't accessories to treat as she wishes without consequence. Let me know what you would do if you're in this situation down below. In the comments, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.